Idom wins every spot for CPT Online, can we have a bracket of 32 Idoms? If he could, he should, first of all, he should be allowed to enter in every online tournament. Absolutely. Put him in Middle East versus Europe East. Put him in Southeast Asia. Come on, man. Put him in there. All right, you guys ready? Ready to watch the grand finals? This set is fucking dope, by the way. All right, so this is grand finals. This is a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I don't know exactly when. But this is a cool matchup. You know, the thing about these two as a player matchup, as like a side note, right, is that in this matchup, I don't think Idom has a great character choice, correct? So Guile is good against both of his characters, I think, Poison and Laura. And I think Laura's probably the better pick of the two. Generally, when you think about Poison in most zoner matchups, she can use the whip to trade favorably with a lot of projectiles, and a lot of bees are dying. Thanks very much for giving me the prime and letting me know about this crisis in our ecosystem. Yeah, so generally you can use the whip to trade favorably with projectiles, but Guile can set up too easily. You can just put boom after boom after boom on the screen, and it's pretty tough for her to find space and build an opening to continually trade with the whip in a way that's favorable. And EX Love Me Tender, you can't be full screen to use, you gotta be a little closer, so it's tough for her to be in the right range against Guile. So yeah, I think Laura is a fine pick. You have a better chance of trying to win from behind in this matchup than with Poison, especially because Guile just V-reversals Poison all day. Like, NuckleDu always plays VT1. He has 3 V-reversals. He just fucking V-reversals you every round over and over. So you just die. But yeah, I think you know, NuckleDu has a bunch of character choices too. Guile is definitely the best choice here, and it kind of, you know, Guile walls out both of his characters. Beautiful neutral jump anti-air. Guile walls out Laura. Guile walls out Poison. Both of those characters deal with the same problem in this matchup. And even right there, that was clean. Even when there are times in the boom spacing where you could EX elbow, so reversal EX elbow could beat like a boom after this position. You see how NuckleDu whiffs a medium punch or whatever? He's trying to bait the EX elbow from Idom. The main thing he has to watch in this matchup is close range booms can lose to EX command throw, and farther range booms can lose to EX. Nice. I think he's dead, right? Jesus Christ. That's what I mean about robbing in this matchup. Yeah, you can do that in this matchup for sure. That's what makes what makes it so tough. Is like, although Guile can really just like wall Laura out and keep her away, one sequence is really big. Especially stun off command throw means that the damage after is like 50% every time. When you stun someone, it's over. That wasn't a whip punish, but that was a really nice confirm from Idom though. He did, I guess, light elbow. If medium elbow would have been great, but he like late canceled it.
Thank you.
This round is brutal so far. But I mean, you know, it could always swing. That neutral jump was maybe to bait EX elbow or something. Whiff punish. Yeah, this round is tough. NuckleDu is just gonna... Oh, that was a good walk-up command throw. NuckleDu is just gonna... Oh, I was gonna say jump out of the corner because it's what he does. Double V-reversal. The nice thing about V-reversaling against a character like Laura, right, is like, unlike someone like Zangief, when you V-reversal after, you're far enough away that you're not so scared about an immediate command throw or throw mix-up. Even on block, right? So you're okay V-reversaling even if it doesn't hit. Ah, he missed it. It could have been jab, jab, short, flash kick, but little mistake, just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. It's not that bad. Raid from Brian F. Nice. That was a good call out in the walk forward. In a zoning matchup like this, one of the most important things is you can't just walk back and throw booms. A lot of the times, the thing that really catches your opponents off guard is stuff like this. He jumps back and he just walks up and throws them. See how Idom had already committed to the EX command throw? It's because he thought it was a boom. This is really important to do in zoning matchups, right? So like, watch this sequence again. I'll zoom out a little, or I'll go back a little bit. Just watch the way he tricks Idom here into thinking he's gonna go back to zoning. The jump back, walk up throw. That kind of little like change is really important because it makes Idom walk back, and you can see already what's happening here with the big host Reno. Thanks very much. So after this front throw, check this out. Notice NuckleDu walks back, right? Then he walks up and he blocks. Notice how Idom stops moving. In that other sequence, he like went for command throw and he was trying to blow through a boom. Notice how Idom's respecting now the walk up options, either Sobot or back fierce or, you know, forward heavy punch, whatever it is, right? And then because of that, NuckleDu commits to a normal and it forces Idom to try to walk back and whiff punish. Whiff punishing is really bad against booms, right? So if NuckleDu just throws a sonic boom and Idom's like, okay, he's gonna walk up and hit a button, you try to whiff punish, you just get hit by the boom. So then you're like, okay, well, he's gonna try to throw a sonic boom, so I'm gonna walk and block, and then you get tagged by a back fist, and you're like, fuck Guile, I hate this character. That's the way you set up zoning as a character like Guile, right? Big punish, really bad.
Oh my goodness, I'm scared. Scoops.
Domination.
Yeah, the thing about playing a zoning character is exactly like that dash up throw there. You have to surprise them, right? So two things here, right? NuckleDu does dash up after a whiff jab, and then now NuckleDu knows like, okay, he just saw me dash up. I can't dash up again, right? He'll be ready for the second time. So he tries to walk up and do upside down kick to check Idom here because he just went for the throw mix up. He just did the dash up, and then Idom's ready with the interruption. Classic NuckleDu up back or up forward out of the corner. One time Ringe asked NuckleDu, he's like, you know, you're in the corner against this character, he had pressure against you, and you just woke up, jump forward. Why would you do that? And he said, because I didn't want to be in the corner anymore. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, good patience. No activate. You don't have to activate the V trigger until, oh, he's dead. You don't have to activate the V trigger until you get the hit in the corner, right? Because that's the better confirm. Yeah, easy kill here. Yeah. Hurricane. Sometimes you gotta hold up forward. Yeah, this matchup's like a tug of war. A lot of like you trying to fake your opponent out, trick them into thinking you're running away, and then suddenly approach. NuckleDu is always the best at that. People always talk about how his Guile or his zoning characters have great offense. It's not just that he has great offense, it's that his timing on when to engage is very smart. And he puts you in patterns so like when you think about the characters he plays, right? You think about Guile or how he played Mika in season 1 or how he plays G. He's really good at putting you in a position where you have to guess on a 50-50 and just snap like running that situation. Whether it's, am I going to throw a boom or am I going to walk up? Or whether it's dash up into throw or dash up upside down kick. Or whether it's Mika standing jab into standing medium or standing jab into command throw. He's really good at repeatedly putting you in 50-50s and making you guess. And it's whether he does them in neutral or whether he does them in pressure situations or whether he does them on whether he'll throw a boom or not or whatever. Like, he's really good about putting you in those positions and making reads on the player. He's a very, like, you know, player-focused kind of player. He's really good at playing the matchup of the player. So for that reason, if you can throw him off of that, you know, you might have a chance, but it's really tough. He's really good about forcing you into situations like that. Fake boom, walk up, check. That's a good example of another fake, right? Is boom, boom. Walk up, fake boom right here. Walk up, crouching medium kick. Notice he goes for a quick button here. He walks up far and does this. He doesn't want to walk up and do Sobot or walk up and do a button quickly because he'll be out of range. Idom is, you know, walking back and respecting the buttons on the walk up. So NuckleDu has to kind of jam in a button like that. Either a low or something to stuff the button. Back fist, boom, boom, 2 booms. Last time he did 2 boom in a walk up. So you have to see the timing. Does he do 2 booms in a walk up again? Or does he wall him out? Then he waits for anti-airs. Okay, so this is a good example too from NuckleDu. Notice that he kind of hammers away here with a couple of grounded moves. And then he blocks, waits. He's looking to see if Idom is getting impatient. So from the zoning player's perspective, it's, I checked him twice with this button. I just hit him with 2 things back to back. Is he frustrated enough to jump? It's always 2, right? It's always 2. 2 booms, 2 checks, you know, whatever it is. You check him twice and then you say, are you going to do something? Like, it's a little feeler. What are you doing here? What are you trying to look for, right? And that's kind of the rhythm that he's bringing to the matchup. There's his jump forward. See, 2 moves, and then you see how NuckleDu just stops. Again, he does 2 moves, then he thinks about it. He's like, all right, are you going to do something here? You're not going to do something here? Stuffs the boom. Yeah, really safe pressure there from Idom. He just did delay just to see if he was going to flash kick or something. V reversal's good there too. It's not easy for Laura to scout that viewer, so nice. Hammered away at the end there. NuckleDu did pretty safe-ish stuff, right? He didn't really commit to any booms anymore. He just tried to stuff normal. Counter hit combo, nice. Fake boom, walk up check. Idom now is doing a good job of not like engaging too much. You notice that he's not trying to be first in a lot of these scenarios, because if you're first, right, if you're the offensive player and you're just dashing, jumping, swinging, hitting buttons, checking, like we're constantly trying to do stuff, it just gives the other player the initiative to chip away at you, right? And NuckleDu as a player likes to be first. He wants to go do something to force you to, force movement or force a jump or force like a button or something. So I think Idom is comfortable playing second in here. Even if it means he's losing life, he just has to wait for one mistake a lot of times, right? Like that whiff right there could have been the one mistake that got him in. NuckleDu, although he's the zoner, will commit first a lot of the times, right? And then although Idom here is the aggressor, he's often second. He just takes really safe pressure too. Idom doesn't... See how he walks back right there? Like he didn't even try command throw in the last two offensive sequences. He's been like really safe about his pressure because he knows that if he doesn't get in and kill him, like it's going to be bad, but you don't want to overcommit on your only offense you get. That's a punish. The nice thing about Guile, though, right, is... Ouch. The nice thing about Guile for him here is if he blocks an overhead, I mean, he's standing, right? So he doesn't get, like, an amazing punish here. Crouching medium, boom, sweep. It's not the end of the world. That was very good, yeah. Guile's buttons are absurdly good, yeah. He has really, really, really strong grounded buttons. Like, forward medium kick, crouching medium kick, really good. Forward heavy punch, really good. Forward heavy kick actually is really solid actually too. Like his buttons in neutral in general are great, really solid. Yeah, the flash kick. Well, how plus is his, or how fast is his EX flash kick? 5. I think that's +5 on hit anyway. Damn, I actually cannot believe that went to the other side. It's 4.
We need Idom to win more games.
So we have a chance. Hey, it's okay.
Come on.
Well, he's dead.
Idom's doing it right now. Look at my combo. Stylish finish back.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Laura, you know what's funny though? Is you say Laura when he gets hit and dies in one hit, but no one says Guiled when you get zoned out and you never do anything the entire round. You ever notice that? It's not like, oh, there goes Idom getting Guiled. But if he dies to Laura, it's like, well, there goes Guile getting lured. It's funny how that works, right? Yeah, I mean, a lot of the rounds where Idom wins are rounds where he kind of like has to grind his way in the whole time and then make it in there. You know, crouching medium kick hit confirm from Laura is so strong. That could have been the kill. Yeah, this round is, I just think, really brutal for NuckleDu. Both of the last two rounds, good block. Both of the last two rounds really were just like Idom catching onto the rhythm of Du, and Du kind of like being a little too hasty about approaching, I think. Thanks, Frame Lurker. Y'all discriminate against rushdown characters. I don't even play rushdown characters, and I know that's true.
Guys, jump in there, get those emotes, get that sub train.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's get back to it. Good check. I like that we see a little bit more dashing from Idom. I think NuckleDu has kind of gotten comfortable, walking up into that space quite a bit, and Idom has been not checking it a lot because it can be pretty risky to check against Guile. Yeah, clean anti-air, that hurts. And now we're back to booms as well, right? So NuckleDu is kind of... He didn't go to the booms in the last game as much, I think, and he kind of like was walking up and pressing a bit more. You got to go back. Excuse me. You got to go back to doing that sometimes, I think, right? You have to bring out the booms occasionally just because, you know, the threat of walking up is only there if they're scared of Sonic Boom, right? If you're not scared of the Sonic Boom, you're just playing ground game against Guile, you have a much bigger advantage than if Sonic Boom's not a threat. You know what I mean? Also, Idom's good at jumping at cross-up range against Guile as well. It's hard for him to anti-air that range. He either has to be far enough away. Oh, he got hit. He either has to be far enough away to crouching heavy punch or flash kick so that it won't need to autocorrect. Clean. Tough round. NuckleDu just kind of climbed down and had a better zoning game that round. In a round like that where you throw a lot more booms as well, you force Idom to really just walk and block and have to use EX to get in. In an ideal world, like, you know, you don't even need to really commit to as much offense. Like, if you're Guile, you would prefer to just throw booms and anti-air. That would be great, right? But the reason you can't just do that is because that makes you predictable. You have to walk up and check. You have to hit buttons because otherwise your opponent will just know you're only going to throw booms and an anti-air, right? So they know what to expect. And you can just use your EX moves to get through stuff. You can just neutral jump the booms. You can crush counter the booms on startup. If you're doing other actions, it's what causes it to be hard to get in. You have to have a nice rotation. All right, Simia, have a good one. It's important, man. You gotta have a nice mix of both options. You know what I'm saying? Jumps out of the corner. Yeah, that was a good scout there from Idom. Damn, the walk up from NuckleDu. He does it so much. Yeah, no combo. Not in V-trigger, so.
Idom did a reversal all day. Raw, activate, and neutral. That's how much.
I think activating a neutral in this matchup is good. You get longer command dash, better fireballs. Better fireballs is huge in a matchup like this, right? Like, having the better claps to deal with Guile, that's really bad. Nice. He's kind of been abusing V-reversal, right? So I'm not surprised. Oh, was that a flash kick? Super safe. Notice too, in this whole set, Idom has been like, he's not like ever like, okay, I'm gonna get in and command throw him right away. Like, it's super delayed. He never really wants to command throw unless like he can really shock him. So even right here, like, he dashes up, walk back. He doesn't go for regular throw. He doesn't go for anything tricky, just like baits the throw clean. He doesn't commit very much in his offense in these games at all to a lot of big stuff, especially in the first sequence. Because NuckleDu he's a scrambling guy. He doesn't want to sit still. He's going to, like, jump. He's going to jab. He's going to backdash. Like, he's kind of wily. He doesn't want to just sit there. You know what I'm saying? Idom knows that, too, so he's being careful. See? Super careful. Even right there. Dash up, wait, see if he's going to check it. He's not going to check it. All right. Stuff that dash up. That is broken. Idom's a fucking cheater, by the way. This is like, your situational awareness has to be out of control. This is, look at Guile's face. Even he knows he's out. He knows he's out. Idom's a cheater for this one. The amount of people that he hits anti-air standing light kick from mad far into command dash under with is out of control. This is the Idom classic. Nobody does it like Idom. That shit's cheating. Again, the jump out of the corner. There's finally the command throw. Finally. That far, like, stand light kick anti-air shit is... Nobody else does it like that, you know what I mean? That's like the Idom specific. Two apiece. Idom's in loser side.
Thank you, OG Geek, for hooking it up. Somebody was right before him too.
That anti-air is super sick. It's actually one of the most interesting anti-airs in the game, I think. Because it's like, it's used in such a interesting way, you know what I mean? There's some characters that just have standard anti-air options, right? You just, you know, if you're G, you hit crouching heavy when they jump, and that's life, right? There's other characters like Urian who have like 3 or 4 anti-air options. Wow, great sweep. Sweep whip punish with Guile is really important. His sweep is pretty fast, and it's one of the most consequential whip punishes he has because it gives you a knockdown. Like his other whip punishes, you know, if he whip punishes you with crouching medium kick or something, it's not that much damage. Nice. I like the way... Oh, man. I was just going to say I like the way NuckleDu's walking up and checking. He finally did a boom, and Idom was ready for it. Oh. Maybe he didn't have down charge there? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is double Capcom Cup champs. Yeah, that jump was humongous. Oh. It'd be like that. That's a lot of damage. Damn, this set is good. Round 2.
What,
168%?
168%? I never seen this.
Thank you, guys.
You guys cracked me up. Damn.
Jab, flash.
You know, so there's been an evolution in this match, right? The evolution being that in this matchup we've seen so far, NuckleDu start to put a lot of pressure with dashing and stuff and then slow down. And then because he started to go back to more normal base stuff, notice that Idom has started dashing, right? He's the one that's initiating. And because of that, NuckleDu is a bit more ready for it. Like him checking Idom's dash is a good example that he now knows, like, all right, Idom's looking to dash in or try to walk up. Ouch.
Damn, Idom is one round away from resetting it. He's looking.
Regular throw, I think regular throw is a great option when you're fighting a character like this and fighting someone like NuckleDu who wants to like be scrambly. It's the safest option a lot of the times, right? Regular throw, if it whiffs, no problem. If he jumps it, you're big chillin'.
Can't reaction block it. Roar activate. He just wants to get to the plasma. Can't reaction block those EX. It's too hard. And he made him waste. That was the perfect V reversal time.
Yeah, V reversal. You notice how many times has NuckleDu even activated V trigger in this set, right? Like, yeah, upside down kick save. He's activated V trigger like one time and it was for a kill. Every other time it's been V reversal, V reversal, V reversal. Oh, what up, Cherry? How's it going?
This is insane. This is insane.
You're now a Saberwolf Master. Welcome to the club.
It's crazier than ever.
Idom is really... Notice the way, too, that he... This is one thing that I like a lot about his pressure. I've talked about how safe his pressure is, right? Check this out. After elbow, Idom does 0 damage and corners NuckleDu. Ready for this? Post elbow, what does he do? Walk back, crouch block, right? So he was looking, walk back, crouch block, crouching medium punch. He was looking to bait a throw or be really safe and try to catch NuckleDu flash kicking or, you know, look for NuckleDu trying to jump out of whatever. Then he does command dash, sees the back dash, dashes forward again. NuckleDu, because of the uncomfortable position he was after that back jump and Idom chasing, had to jump back to try to reset the space again. He could have also backdashed, but now he's in the corner. Idom has pressure, and he gets to set up plus frames EX clap in the corner. Like, all it took was one sequence where Idom had really good chase down, and that chase down made NuckleDu feel uncomfortable where he was, which made him jump back a second time, and he's stuck. Right? He V-reversals here, but, like, he's in the corner against Laura. He gave up all that space, and one hit is basically the end, right?
Everybody's gonna get mad hype train emotes, by the way. Please reset my Idom. You must do it now. Oh, the fears to the...
Even that, as long as you don't get back thrown, oh, that's pretty rough. As long as you don't get back thrown, you know, it'd be due. You're not in the corner, which is okay. Ooh, stun. That was a huge sweep. If that was dizzy for NuckleDu, it was over. Regular throw again, super safe choice. Ah, he missed the meaty. Yeah, little booms. Good block from Idom. Jump back heavy kick's a really good choice from Laura. This pulls her hurt box with her. So jump back heavy kick pulls Laura back more than like a regular jump, and it pulls her hurt box back. So it's really hard to hit her. She just kind of like flies away from whatever. It also pulls her forward. So when she jumps out of the corner, she uses jump heavy kick. Dude sucks. I tried to V-reversal and he missed. I see.
Bad jump, but it's okay. Sobot was good. Bad jump, double KO. We have to do it again.
The sequence right before this too is like Idom and Du are both good at this actually. When someone jumps away from them, they're both really good at chasing them down. You see this? Both of them are really good at chasing down someone jumping away from them. That's for sure.
They're still going. Bad jump, but it's okay. Sobot was good.
Double KO. Jumping like it from Laura is still a good button too. Two apiece, last game, last round. Run it back.
We have to do it again.
Oh, I gotta breathe.
They have to replay.
Yep.
They have to replay.
I can't breathe.
Double KO means it counts for nobody. Nobody gets a W.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, I'm with you. I hate it when these motherfuckers try to V-reversal and they miss it, or you try to V-reversal and they just miss their meaty. You're like, come on, bro.
That's incredible.
With no meter, also, Idom can harass NuckleDu really easily. Like, going for like jab or going for crouching light kick or whatever, it's like really easy because he has no meter to threaten EX flash kick. Yeah. Dash under mix up, but you're Guile, you just do down up. You don't have to care about whether it's left or right, you just do reversal.
It's just still going. It's a limbo set.
Yeah. It's
They
2
actually,
2.
they're
So
fighting
I
in
don't.
person.
Yeah, out of range right there. I like raw activations from Idom a lot in this matchup. Nice. He tried to push him into the clap there. It's good awareness. I don't even think the block stun actually hit him, but notice how crouch medium punch, he does EX clap dash. NuckleDu V reversals on the -2. He does guaranteed to frame trap him, right? You can't swing out here. Pushes him in to the clap or tries to at the end. It's good awareness. It didn't quite work, but it was the right idea. Dead. Yeah, EX clap when you're in V trigger lets you get heavy elbow after, and heavy elbow fucking destroys you. Was good top dog.
The hype train by itself was 83 subs.
Nice.
2,000 bits. That's OD, guys. School.
Yeah, I like Idom just doing like light into elbow. Just make him sit still. That's like the chain you use when you're like, hey bro, quit mashing. Just chill out over there. It's like the infinite against people online. You just do crouching light kick, crouching jab with Laura, and you're like, hey man, block.
I know he's playing like he's gonna reset. We're gonna get more game stream. More
Yep,
games.
regular hit combo. No anti-air though.
Like the level of play.
I think actually that was one of those situations where if you're a Laura, you don't actually know, as you're walking back here, you're unsure if Guile's going to go over you or not. So for a minute, doing standing medium punch is a little weird because you're like, is he going to just go over me? Is what's going to happen? But he walked back into a range where it would have been okay.
Like, the level
Hard to
of
tell
play
though,
is
from where he
right
started.
here, next level
Oh, that's unfortunate. Missed the counter hit confirm.
So, it's true, David, man. Honestly, the online tournaments has helped us a lot. It's helped us with upgrades and stuff, too.
Clean jump, dead.
Oh my god.
That was good awareness of the meter too. Did he just build that?
Stuff, too.
Oh no, he had it.
David,
Okay.
man, honestly,
Yeah,
the
she can
online tournaments
cancel
helped us
her
with
thunderclaps
upgrades
right
and
into
stuff,
critical
too.
art, so.
Jump in. That's a kill.
Oh my
He's done.
god. Reset.
One thing that's funny about Guile's V-Trigger is that when he activates V-Trigger, like, he just gets the ability to throw a lot of booms, right? So, like, the small brain tactic is like, oh, he's got booms, I'll just jump at him, right? And, like, the Guile player just anti-airs you. And then in, like, mid-level, you're like, okay, I don't want to jump because he's just going to anti-air me. And then at a high level, it's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll jump.
I don't even know what to say.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those things that, like, at a low level, you're like, okay, he's got these booms, I'm scared to jump. At mid-level, you're like, fuck it. I'll respect it. High level, you're like, it's jump time. You gotta jump.
That's OD. Thank you.
I don't think it's worth giving up the V reversals in that matchup. For Guile, I think Guile should V reversal in that matchup. I don't know that the V-Trigger boom helps you that much besides combos and for gaining screen space. But Guile can gain screen space in this matchup anyway, and he's comfortable at most ranges against Laura. I think V reversaling quite often is good. Guile has a good V reversal, and what's it called? His V-Trigger is not doing so much for him in the matchup here. It also, another thing about V-Reversal is you can't underrate how useful it is to keep your opponent considering V-Reversal. When your opponent's thinking, oh, he's going to V-Reversal, they have to try to like walk up and throw. They have to try to, you know what I mean? They have to look for it. Because they have to look for V-Reversal so much, then it means that you don't always have to commit to it and you can go for throws or jabs or whatever, right? If you rotate backdash, jab, flash kick, and V-Reversal, that's a pretty good defensive wheel.
Make sure to check out the match arena. It's your last chance, guys. Support the match arena.
Yeah, using it is pretty good. So again, you have to watch in the match who's initiating. Is NuckleDu going to be the one that's going first and trying to walk up and hit buttons, or is he going to stick to booms? 2 booms, 3 booms, dash up that time. Pretty safe check from him though. Yeah, he just waited. I think NuckleDu is one of those guys, right? Is like, he's really good at not overcommitting to booms. He throws a couple, and then he just kind of doesn't do anything for just long enough that you think, oh, it's time for another boom, and then he commits. It's hard, though. Guile's booms are great in this game. Really strong, obviously, and his grounded buttons are really good to contest you moving in. Oh, big whiff. Not so bad, though. Again, Guile's best whiff punishes a lot of times are sweep. Not so bad. You're okay with getting hit by a sweep. It's like his most credible whiff punish, but it's still not the best thing ever. That was a bait on V reversal by NuckleDu the neutral jump. Damn. No counter hit confirmed, but still good confirm. Yeah, that's a punish.
Bro, that was sick.
Ah, I like that a lot. NuckleDu knows that Idom wants to respect flash kick or try to regular throw here. So crouching light kick is good to beat it. I'm pretty sure Idom tried to back throw. Like delayed throw, it looked like. That's what Idom's been doing in pressure a lot. He's either been doing delayed throw or he's been doing... Yeah, see how he waits for a second and then he stands up like, oh, I should back tech or whatever. Delayed throw or like walk back button to beat a throw tech or whatever is like really good again in a situation like that. So I like NuckleDu's challenge.
Yeah, and NuckleDu.
Yeah, do want like the mash on defense. He has flash kick, bro. Flash kick's great. Chip now.
He's gotta respect the EX.
Oh, now especially now that he's activated, but you could have chipped besides that. Nice. Yeah, counter hit combo. Very good, as you know, are dropping the big prime Maruni. Yeah, it's similar. It's similar to like what a dead angle is, except for it costs you V gauge instead of tension. Oh, I just walked back. I like standing there too because Guile's low threats are not that scary. So just holding back there is good. You force him to go for sweep if he wants to knock you down. Boom, not stun. Oh wow, I'm surprised that beat the overhead and he didn't get crushed, to be honest. I guess it just wasn't active yet. Punish, good punish too. Walk up heavy punch is a good option too because you just do neutral heavy punch and you always have time to charge there. There's such a long hit stun on standing. Yeah, like that move, look at the hit stun on this. He has enough time that you always can walk up and do heavy punch, no charge. Obviously it's neutral heavy punch because Guile has a forward and back heavy punch, right? Neutral heavy punch into this. You always have time to charge. Yeah, throws the V reversal. He wins in one hit here. Well, that's the hit. V reversal you can punish in a few ways. So there's OSs if characters have parries or invincible options to get around V reversal. You can also throw it or neutral jump it. Those are two good options generally.
Can we get Spooky to 2,000 subs before the stream ends? That'll be sick.
You know, Maximus, I've been watching the MK tournaments that have been going down, but I hosted Catchman Mustard the other day, but I haven't done any match analysis for that game in a while. The grab range you're talking about there was her command throw. Her command throw is really, it doesn't have a lot of range, but her command throw is still quite strong. NuckleDu was just walking back. Strong players in this game on defense constantly walk back because in this game you have enough time between buttons to like, you block a jab, you can hit back to walk back and then hit crouch and block again between their normals so that you can always create distance while you're blocking. That makes it harder for command throw characters or characters who want to initiate offense via mids and grabs to get you anyway, right? Like even here, NuckleDu will probably hold back after whatever he blocks. You see how Idom just walks away? He did it instead of NuckleDu actually, which is funny, but right? So after blocking the jab, I mean even during it, he's just holding back. Right, he's holding back because NuckleDu's only low threat is crouching medium kick, not a knockdown, not a lot of damage, or sweep is a knockdown, is a massive risk, are the only two lows that'll reach. Crouching light kick doesn't lead to anything. You take like 50 damage or whatever, you're like, whatever. Walks back, whiffs the throw, Idom punish. Command throws always have a lot of recovery, or tend to in fighting games. It's rare that command throws don't have a lot of recovery. Yeah, that 3-frame jab check. Idom's jab is cheating. Yeah, it did get increased, but I mean, it's not that it's like that different from other fighting games, I don't think. It seems pretty similar to me. I remember when that change happened. Everybody's like, why did they nerf Alex? Idom wins in one hit, but he's got to be careful about... Okay, Chip. Chip is a big problem. Yeah, that was going to be the end, right? It was going to be boom into critical art. That standing heavy punch is such a good button, by the way. There's an automatic mind game that Laura gets to play when she does it. It's not always in her favor, I think, but she can really utilize it well. Good check. That was good patience from Idom, but eventually, yeah, it just got clipped. Try to jab it. Ooh, maybe he could have EX Commando there. I'm actually not sure, honestly. Dead. What? Bro, why didn't you just kill him? Why didn't you just kill him? That was weird. That was really weird. So NuckleDu goes up 2-0 again. He could have just killed him. I don't know. But it was probably just a drop or something. That was weird.
sure that we're now over the 19.
If he was trolling, he would have walked up and done upside down kick.
I don't know what happened, man.
Which would have been
First
tight.
set- Honestly, the same thing happened the first set.
Yeah, I think NuckleDu's also recognizing that Idom's holding back out of all of his pressure. He right there, he just tapped him low twice. I expect to see NuckleDu start going low a little bit more, maybe.
Back and forth for both these guys, but
Dude, you cannot... If you ever try to get frisky on offense against Idom, you can't get away with it. He knows when to challenge. It's funny how this works, but like at a low level, you got to stop yourself from mashing. But at a high level, knowing when to mash jab, like when to hit jab and interrupt stuff that's not real, is so important. And at a high level, you see that all the time. People rarely let you get away with stuff, right? They try to constantly be vigilant and not let you just like do silly, you know, walk up stuff, and they just challenge consistently. Knowing when to challenge on defense is so important. It's one of the best skills you can learn. It's like the first skill is learning when not to challenge, learning how not to challenge all the time. The second skill is knowing when you got to press.
Use those goodies, man. We have some real nice icons for you all.
nice EX flash kick again.
Yeah, I like that neutral jump to reset the situation.
Great boom spacing and nice throw back.
Oh,
Oh, the whip punish there on the roundhouse.
That was
Big
clean.
whip punish. The back throw, she gets open. Oh, never mind. NuckleDu jabbed out of it. This is definitely a
oh
round.
no, NuckleDu. He reacted to the movement and got smoked. Oh, drop.
He doesn't get the conversion.
It could have been crouching jab, crouching light punch into the elbow, into the critical art. Chipperoonie. Nothing you can do there. Even if you have V reversal, a lot of characters, most of them, can't V reversal out of Guile's critical art anyway. You just get trapped in like the hurricane, and you can't move forward enough to get out of it with your V reversal. In the front, meaty light kick, next hit stun, baits the throw. He only has 1 meter though.
Because he's not the lane.
Thunderclap combo.
So yeah, he goes for a mix-up instead. Cheating bitch. That mix-up's pretty tough. Hits medium punch. And like, look at the character. She's facing to the right. She's looking right. But she was to the left.
Nah, this time you went for the press up.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
cheating
that
mix-up for
was a
sure.
little higher.
Pretty rough.
One.
Nice work from Idom. He does a good job, I think, in this set, switching between, you know, making his offense like higher risk but a good reward, or playing it super, super safe when he gets in.
Yeah, that was convincing.
Especially, it's important to know when your opponent has meter or not. Like, if your opponent doesn't have meter in a matchup like this, it's so important to harass the hell out of them. You know what I mean? NuckleDu switches to this horrible color.
West Rock, this weekend is CPT Online. Is it the East Coast?
That frame trap that he did there is not real against 3-frame characters.
It's the East Coast one, yeah.
Yeah, so big deal.
Yeah, it's not real. This is not real. Twice in a row he did it. I'm surprised, actually. I haven't been paying attention to this specific thing, but I wonder if this has been happening the whole set and I didn't notice. That's not a 3-frame frame trap. It's a 4-frame frame trap.
Shin Guile, Violent Guile.
It's risky to challenge though, because if he just does jab, you get hit. So
Oh my god, Bodega Roundhouse again. He's really good at that, because you know, Idom wants to empty count. Idom really wants to empty count. So like that Roundhouse really covers the angle that
Sonic Boom.
Idom wants to do.
Lots of booms this round for sure.
He hasn't got hit.
I think NuckleDu goes to the booms a lot when he knows, like, you know, it's early in the match and he wants to bring that out. Big punish.
Betting it all on trigger. All
That was meterless too. That shit hurts.
honest comeback right now from Idom. The honest V-trigger comeback.
Nice. I think that timing from NuckleDu there was really good, by the way. So notice how he throws this boom to create space and he walks up. And in the exact timing where you would normally do a button as NuckleDu,
Honest,
he jumps. He walks up, blocks, wait to see if he's going to commit, and then jumps. And then at the exact angle he jumped at was pretty hard to contest. Idom was already committed to a button on the ground. This is really good jump timing.
can he do it?
Yeah, Alchemist, thanks for giving away more soul. What a
That's really
ace.
bad.
Can't tell what's going-
Alchemist.
Wow.
Uh-huh. I don't blame you. I think I would have done it too.
Sequence. That was
And
incredible.
Except the game we play, guys. This is Street Fighter 5. Peak Street Fighter 5 right there. You saw the full 3-bar.
Dude, Idom grinded his way in like 80% of the round. Made like 3 really good decisions in one. He's like, yep, Street Fighter 5.
She definitely plays Street Fighter 5.
Bro,
yeah.
my head is in the clouds right now.
He got zoned out for like 90% of the round. I don't know.
That was real.
Yeah, it's activated neutral comeback. Yes.
Just activate your trigger and come back. That's Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Use your V, guys.
Yeah,
Whenever you're having trouble, it's time for V trigger.
You know, fighting games have never had comebacks before Street Fighter 5. Before Street Fighter 5, if you lost a life lead, you guys walked 10 paces and you shot the other person.
Oh,
And
you tried to argue it, but it didn't work. NuckleDu. The fireball patterns are godlike right now. Don't
that
forget-
anti-air makes me mad every time I see it. God damn it.
V
So
for
now time
victory.
to guess. Time to guess.
Plus frame boom. Not dead. Oh man. He could have actually killed by V triggering here or done down forward heavy kick. He could have V triggered here. But I think he just didn't know if it was gonna kill or not. Sweet V trigger is good. He gets a mix up there and then he backs off. No booms. He only throws a little boom. Anti-air. That space is tough to navigate. You're kind of stuck in a bad spot.
NuckleDu, one round away from taking it.
Yo, I want to see more games.
Yo, jump it. He got
That
it.
is
Wow,
real bad.
stayed in front of
Doesn't
you.
respect the flash kick this time. He baited him in the other round. Yeah, that's a punish on the backdash too.
Stud.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
Combo time.
Why do I hate standing medium kick anti-air? Because I'm not good enough to do it. He's dead. He tried in that situation. He tried really hard to not like scramble. He was just chilling, right? The backdash gets punished clean. And the problem with the backdash too is that the backdash is there to be throw. Idom committed to an option that was going to be throw tech, but it was delayed enough to beat the backdash anyway.
Son is so high.
It's a stud.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
And then in this sequence here, right? Fireball meaty, he just gets clipped, and then Idom's like, oh, you just got hit? Sick. That is a super, super safe option, by the way. Like, throwing the clap and waiting is like, you just chill. The clap hits meaty. If it's blocked, you're plus. If it hits, you get a combo. It's like you're chilling, dude. It's like such a safe option to commit to. So, like, you know.
This is crazy, Street.
Bro,
NLBC online 14, week 14.
I really have no idea who's gonna win. If
So, last game, last round,
close to sealing this so
and double KO. This is like not even a 10-game set. This is an 11-game set.
I almost fell out of my chair mad times. This is like insane.
they had the double KO to reset the first
It's
round,
it's an 11-game set.
Damn, son.
and they still had to fight after that. They had a
Oh,
double
that was
KO.
probably a medium punch that got turned into a V skill. Or maybe a forward V skill that got turned into that. Because, you know, lower players dash under. It could have been that, yeah.
I know I got my
The world is about to implode. There's not gonna be a planet Earth after this match is over.
Bam.
I got my
I don't
Modelo.
That's a good confirm. You notice that, like, on Heavy Punch, every time you hit it, it's whether you're going to clap or not. And he has to... Wow, that was fucking... I can't believe that reached. What the...
Planet. Power's too strong.
Nice walk up from Du. And then good recognition that Idom felt like it was his turn to try something. A lot of the times when you walk up and do a button, then you can assume after your opponent's going to think, all right, it's my turn to do something, right? So if you commit, they commit. You commit, they commit. It's like a back and forth.
I don't think about it.
There it is. That's 3-frame
Now
trap.
you're really talking impossible, bro. That can't happen.
This is like one of the craziest grand.
Anti-air. Yeah, NuckleDu's playing this round real tight.
Anti-air.
He's playing a lot less risky. Well, until that moment. That was the riskiest thing that he had done.
Got it.
Oh, no, not dead. No!
Wow.
He was so safe. He was so safe. He just threw a clap. He was like, huh?
Trigger's too much.
He just got scared. He was like, it's time. I gotta do it. I gotta try it.
Yeah, I do, bro. You guys are gonna be so happy when you watch this set later because they're doing so. I know we've been just talking the whole time and getting hyped. They're doing so much.
Wow, V reversal works on her standing medium kick there. I'm actually kind of surprised about that.
High level mix, high level mind games.
I don't know if that's guaranteed or not. I gotta check, I guess. And I gotta check on peripheral. What's good?
School.
Idom looks great here, right?
Small lead and NuckleDu up backs.
Although he plays so safe, that was such a good jump back, but then the dash up from NuckleDu. He jumps out of the corner so much that he makes you... That was good, too. He makes you look for the jump out yourself. It makes you look for Victor. What's good? Check this out. Like, this V-reversaling, the V-reversal here is really smart. Idom gives up some of his gauge to try to, you know, press and, like, force Du into a bad spot. NuckleDu V-reversals that himself, and then he's in a great spot because of it. I think him giving up so much V gauge in this set is really good. Yeah, again, had to jump back. Same situation. NuckleDu jumps out of the corner in the range where you cannot regular anti-air him very easily. Like, standing medium punch here is quite hard. I don't even think heavy elbow would have hit, so he has to do jump back, and when he does jump back anti-air again, the problem is the dash up after, you know, that they both do is not advantageous for Idom. He has to try to get back in. He doesn't want to lose too much space, so he's got to try to press. And try to thank Jade-Su for dropping the big Twitch Prime. Thanks very much. If you're Idom, you have to get back in there, right? If you give NuckleDu space, you die. So having to move in there means that it puts him in this spot where NuckleDu can set up the throw and dash up and everything.
They're both kind of in situations they never
Nice.
see before, and the target string of NuckleDu.
Target combo.
Yeah, Arlia, that's what I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think it would be guaranteed.
Critical arc
It's very surprising to me that that move is like that. Oh,
Punish. Nice
that's
punish.
unfortunate too. He was close.
NuckleDu.
Pretty rough start to the round.
Yeah, half likely. He's about to get triggered. One more bar, he's gonna get triggered.
Yeah, Idom tried to wait for the button there. Risky.
99% stun again. I don't
Ooh.
know the correct read.
Gotta watch the jump out from Du.
Yo, how does Idom stay alive?
Nice. I like these reversals a lot. It's really like kind of tapering the offense, right? Projectile invincible. The check on the dash up. No flash kick from NuckleDu either. The jump out of the corner. Beautiful.
So scared. Who's gonna take it? V-reverse.
Yeah, and he's been V-reversaling a lot. I actually really wish Idom went for a command throw, as risky as it
Has
is.
so much V-bar.
With him doing V-reversal, V-reversal, V-reversal low on life. No, the jump again. Dude, this is something that NuckleDu does so much, right? How many times in this set has NuckleDu walked up
Go.
and like challenged against somebody, right? In this moment, he walked all the way up and just jumped. Like, I don't even know how the fuck he made it past the fireball. That's the part that's boggling the mind here.
Still left to go.
He walked all the way up and like pixels away from the fireball was like, I'm good. And the jump height, like where this ends up, is perfect, right? It's super hard to answer.
Double KO again.
The jump short. No way, no way. Oh, NuckleDu with the lead, but he's still up.
And the commitment at the end.
Wow, the clutch block.
His jumps are really good. It's because every time he like Guile is the character who doesn't have to initiate a lot of the times. So when he does, it's usually on the pretense that you're worried about a boom, or he's following a boom, or he wins the neutral. So like when he walks up against you, you are like, what? You're approaching me? And he's like, yeah, I can't kill you without approaching. So he walks up and you're like all worried about the options, and he does his really good forward medium kick, which beats you trying to walk back, hit a button. He does his really good crouching medium kick, which catches you hitting a low attack. He does forward heavy punch to crush you trying to do something, or he jumps. And like trying to think about and stop all those options is really tough. You see like Idom's on the back foot in neutral constantly because he's scared about all the buttons that he can do. He has to worry about the jump. He has to worry about the sonic booms. Like there's a lot of threats. It is not easy in a matchup like this to fight against someone like NuckleDu, who's really unorthodox and really good at like playing 50-50 scenarios against players. It's tough, man. Yeah, great set. Really good set between these two. They always have good sets, I feel like, right? This is two Capcom Cup champions, the two American Capcom Cup champions. This is one of those sets that when you saw it, you knew it was one of the good ones. You're like, that's it's going down as like a dope set.